Okay. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna record on my phone too, because this thing isn't mine and I'm afraid something might happen. It might stop recording or something.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm not really a fan of technology, so...
I'm not either.
Okay. Okay, so I try my best. Okay, so... when did you first move to the Amazon neighborhood?
Well, I live in that house over there, the second one from the,
Oh, yeah?
the purplish, brownish one. And I moved there in 2003. But I've actually had a plot here since 1998.
So did you live in the neighborhood before?
No, I lived up on the hill.
Okay. Okay. So why did you move over here to this house?
Oh, my wife and I got divorced.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
so you moved over here. Okay.
I actually moved into the yellow house across the street, and then I met the woman who lived in that house over there, and then that's how that happened.
Okay. What do you like about the Amazon neighborhood?
Oh, I like that we can walk to everything we need, and that the neighbors are very friendly. And we have chickens. There's an easement, alleyway between the houses, and our chickens use that as their chicken run, and our neighbors are cool with that. So it's like very kind of communal, urban farming situation. Everybody's real nice.
So when did you, or how did you first get involved, like with the community garden? Was it just from moving into neighborhood?
Oh, we moved to Eugene and we wanted to have a garden, and we heard about the garden plots that you could have, and this was the closest one to where we lived. And at that time, it was like a first come, first served. It was like you were buying Grateful Dead tickets. You could camp out, literally, and get in line, and then the first people in line would get a plot. But now it's a lottery system.
Okay.
So nobody's camping out anymore.
So, what is the process each year to get a plot? Like, what is, like...
You have to go to Eugene Parks and Open Spaces and just tell them that you want a plot, and they'll ask you what garden you want to be in, and you have a second choice, and then they just kind of make it a lottery. And if you're lucky, like 2 or 3 plots might come up a year. This is a really highly sought after garden of the community gardens. So, like just a couple plots will come up any given year. So there might be like 20, 30 people in the lottery, and like 2 or 3 of them will get picked.
What do you like about the community garden, or like why do you continue to garden here every year? Like why do you choose to keep your spot every year?
Because my house is right there. It's also really convenient because they make this big leaf pile over here. Doesn't sound civilian.
Can't even see.
The leaf pile is great. So I don't have to buy anything. I just bring those leaves over here, and I see these raised beds. I put leaves down in the alleyways, and then as the year goes by and you tromp them down, they just turn into wonderful dirt.
So how big is your plot, or like what is all? Because aren't there 2 different sizes?
It's from, see those posts, these metal posts? That one, this one over there. I think it's 40 by 20, 40 feet by 20 feet.
Okay.
There are different sizes. I'm not sure what they are. I only know this size.
I think there's, I don't know, just what I see online they were talking about. I guess maybe different community gardens have different.
Yeah, this garden just has this size plot as far as I know.
Do you know how many people are just in this garden?
There's, I don't, but it's close to 50 plots.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is plot number 36. I know it goes into the 40s.
What have you learned from gardening here?
I've learned an amazing amount.
Do you get to talk with your, like the neighbors that you have around here, and they teach you stuff, or do you?
There was gardener Bunny Larson. She's since passed away, but she knew everything. And she gardened in the middle plot over there, and I learned a tremendous amount from her. And then there's Mary Bradley. She gardens all around town. I learned a lot from her. And I've mostly learned a lot from trial and error. It's like all a wonderful experiment.
Oh, okay. I read online that you guys donate some of your food to Food for Lane County. Do you participate in that?
Mm-hmm.
And what it like? Do you think that's a really good cause, or like why do you decide to donate every year? Just kind of.
Oh well, you grow food and then you can't eat it all, and you don't want it to go to waste. So they set up a box in the middle of the garden, and you just take whatever you have that you can't eat, or you just put it in the box. And then on Monday mornings, whoever's doing that thing for the year, people volunteer, they'll come by and they'll take it down. They weigh it, so every year, if you go into the garden shed, you can see every year they'll say how many pounds of food was donated. I can show you that later.
Okay. What? No. So everything that you grow here, you eat, right? I mean, like, do you grow other stuff besides produce? You grow like flowers and.
Yeah, I grow some pollinator attractors that are also butterfly host plants, like that fennel there is actually a butterfly host plant for the Annie's swallowtail, which will lay its eggs on there, and we watch it when we find a caterpillar on there, and we put a net over it because the birds eat caterpillars.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I see.
This is ripped now, but anyway, put this net over where the caterpillar is to tie it off so that the caterpillar is protected, and then you watch it turn into a chrysalis and then hatch as a butterfly. It's wonderful. And that's milkweed right next to it, and that's for monarchs. But you can also eat the milkweed. You can eat the milkweed stems like asparagus. You can eat the buds like broccoli. You can eat the little seed pods like okra. So it's actually, we eat it and it's a butterfly. It's also a wonderful pollinator attractor. Honeybees love milkweed. And it smells great. So, and then I got a couple other flowers, like right here. This is I forgot what they're called. And most of the flowers that I grow are flowers that just started growing. Like I didn't purposefully plant them, and then I just encourage them to come back.
So, what are your favorite things to grow?
Tomatoes, potatoes. I guess those are my favorites, but I grow all kinds of stuff. I can tell you what's growing in here right now. There's broccoli, lettuce, beans. I have a beet bush right there that's just growing to make seeds. So I'm going to save the seeds from it. And then there's peas and carrots. There's leeks, garlic, artichoke, collard greens, milkweed, fennel, potatoes. There's more broccoli over there, and then there's kale, there's asparagus, there's lettuce in the hoop house, and then cauliflower, chard, eggplant, peppers, tomatoes, and carrot. I guess that's about it.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and this is catnip.
Oh.
That's why it's up there, so the cats won't mow it down.
So what made you decide to build this thing?
This is for the children to play in.
It's really cool.
They have tea parties here.
Oh. That's really cool. So how often do you are you able to pick stuff? Like how long do you let stuff grow for normally? Like, is this stuff almost ready, or I don't really know much about
No. Those are broccoli plants. They haven't even started to make the broccoli part yet. But in the hoop house, there's big, gigantic heads of lettuce that are ready to eat. I was hoping you might take one home, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be so cool. I would love that. That'd be really nice. I guess that's pretty much all my questions. I don't know if you have anything you'd like to add. I guess my questions are kind of like froofy questions. I feel like my last one's like, when you grow something and you're able to eat it, like how does it make you feel, but like, do you feel like really accomplished knowing that you're growing all this stuff and you're able to live off of it?
Yes, I feel accomplished, but it also tastes a lot different. It's like way better, and I think that growing food is like really primal, and I think that it's I feel good about doing it. It's like very productive, and it's food.
Yes.
Like There are people that would argue that when we went to agriculture and went away from being hunter and gatherer, we actually lost touch with the rhythm and the environment, and that is kind of true. But that happened like 20,000, 40,000 years ago maybe. So I just feel a primal kind of feeling about growing food.
So are you like every year? Did you like make this tarp thing? And
oh yeah, that's hog. It's very cheap and very effective. It's hog wire, 2 4-foot hog wire sections just bent over in a U, and then plastic from the hardware store. Paper clips clipping it together, and then there's cardboard underneath the paper clips so they don't dig in and rip the plastic. And that's it.
Oh. So what does that act as? Is that like a...
It keeps the plants warm, and then they grow, and that's really it. It keeps them warm. I mean, but majorly warm. Like, if it freezes, they won't freeze, and they grow faster. Crops all grow faster when they're warm. Get more produce. So right now it's got like lettuce and carrots in it, but I'm transitioning it into what would be the summer warm crops, the plants that really like to be hot even in the summertime, which is peppers, eggplant, and tomatoes. Mostly, those are the most common ones. Like melon needs to be warm too. It's hard to grow melon in this climate for that reason. If I was growing melon, it would be in there, but I'm not growing melon.
Trying to think of other stuff. So I'm going to try and make it into like a profile story about you and your experience gardening. So...
And this is a hummingbird feeder, of course.
Yes.
So it's really cool to be sitting here and a hummingbird will come, and if you just stay still, they'll just be right there.
Excellent. Did you make that, or did you buy that? Or is it?
I actually got it off of the sharing rack, which is really cool. There's a rack over there that people just put stuff on, and you just take stuff from there. Like I put a bunch of bean sprouts on there a couple days ago because I was done with them. I have a bunch of tomato sprouts that I'll probably put on there because I can't use them all, and it's great like that.
Do you feel like this is kind of like this garden creates like a community of like gardeners, and like you feel like you get to know everyone, or is it?
Yeah, you do. Some people more than others know.